Okay, Grumpy Old Man here on July 10th, 2025. I'm attempting to do a repair on my kayak. Got a, whatever that's called, plastic welding tool. I'm trying to push the, embed the mesh in. You can see where the, like this whole patch right here. I started trying to fuse the plastic first, but then thought maybe I should try to peg the or embed the mesh first for reinforcement, and then I'll fuse the other plastic through. If you've never done this before, like me, you can use, for these kayaks, you can use any plastic that's number 2 in the little recycle symbol. If it has a 2 in it, you can use it to fuse and fix kayaks. Never knew that. So I'm gonna keep going. I'd already started, and then I thought maybe I should video it just for the sake of showing maybe how not to do things. So let's try. I'm hoping my camera will stay, and I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. This thing heats up. It's supposed to hit max temperature in like 6 seconds. I think I'm supposed to have a different shaped tool. It looks like a little mini iron, like the old style irons. But it didn't seem to come with this kit, so they're not paying me, so I'm not going to advertise them. Although I guess I'm putting the brand name right there in the screen. I debated using the staples around the hole, but then what if I use the mesh? Then that kind of solves that little problem. I would save the staples for something else. Uh-oh. Looks like my power cut off. Let's see if that outlet works a little better. Okay, that's not good. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I'm still, of course that thing's going to be loud. So the, what's it called? Allturn plastic welder apparently overheats, which is weird, but whatever. If it overheats, you have to just kind of let it cool off completely, like all the way down. So I haven't even gotten the mesh all the way done yet, and I'm doing this little clip just to kind of give it a chance to not keep heating up while I do it. So I'm going to kind of take breaks as we go to hopefully not let it overheat. So I am going to keep going though. Yeah, okay. Oops. Okay, so I've fused the mesh to the plastic, and now I'm going to use this number 2 plastic to start filling this in, and I'm going to build it up real good so that I can, you know, be able to use the kayak. Ow, that was still hot. Woo, that was stew and pid. So that's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna let the gun cool off a little bit, and I will update you in a little bit. Okay, I'm still going. I'm trying to fill in the hole here. And of course the AC kicked on right when I hit record. So you do have to go slow with this, kind of heat it up for a second, you know, a few seconds, and then turn it off and let it kind of melt, and then, because it'll overheat pretty quick. I've had to cool it down twice now. And so I'm just kind of talking to you guys for a few seconds to let it cool off even more. But I am getting a little more use time out of it, doing it the way I'm doing it in bursts. So learning curve for me. I am trying to fill in that low spot as well as I can, and then I'm going to cover the rest of the mesh so that I have a good strong spot. When I'm done, I'm actually going to put like a Flex Seal type tape over it so that when I accidentally drag on it again, which I will, I can see it and it'll remind me not to do that. So that's what we're doing. Okay, this is it. Yep. It ain't beautiful, but it's definitely sealed. That is hot. No duh. So I completed it. Go team go. And we'll see how it works. If I sink, then we'll know it didn't work. That's pretty cool. I mean, I've been doing this for hours. Hours. It's crazy. But it did get done, and now I know next time, you know, it needs to be a day that I don't have anything else to do. All right, take care. So, quick follow-up. I did the repair. It took forever, and it worked. Um, it worked. I took the kayak out, um, paddled a pretty good distance, and no water got in that I could tell. Um, there was water in it from previously. It's very hard to get water out once it's in. Like you can get the bulk water out when it's filling up like it had been, but it's that little bit that's left is just kind of more challenging to get out because the drain point isn't really the lowest point. Um, so I'll work on that. But anyways, I want to let you know that it did actually work. And I did figure out how to make it go longer. Had to do kind of bursts of about 3 to 4 seconds and then kind of melt. You can see in the video, but I did a lot of it on time lapse. So it went much quicker for you than it did for me. Um, but it will work. I think next time I do a repair, which I am going to need to do another repair on another kayak because I'm realizing that one of them is getting a little too thin. I think I'm going to steal my wife's heat gun for her job and, oh, sorry, borrow, would be more accurate, and try that to see if I can't make that a bit of a quicker process because that was very tedious. But for smaller repairs and smoothing out, gouges and things like that, I think the tool really works. It's just for a larger area like I did. I think I need something different. But overall, it did work. I did do some stuff that maybe you shouldn't do to cool it down so that it was a little quicker. I actually have an old ancient metal ice tray, and I actually just put the whole thing in the freezer for 15 minutes and then took it out. It was good to go. It lasted when I was doing the pulse, holding for like 3 4 seconds and then smoothing and then 3 4 seconds. When I did that, it lasted about 45 minutes to an hour, um, but it took hours to do. Um, so for that spot, not like that. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video.